Imagine waking up one morning and watching the sun rise in the west instead of the east. Sounds impossible, right? But what if Earth suddenly rotated backwards? This mind-bending scenario, known as retrograde rotation, would flip our world upside down in ways you might never expect. If Earth spun in the opposite direction, the most obvious change would be the reversal of sunrise and sunset. Generations of culture, tradition, and navigation have been built on the idea that the sun rises in the east. Overnight, compasses, maps, and even the way we tell time would feel completely wrong. But the changes wouldn't stop there. They'd stretch all the way into the atmosphere and oceans. Earth's rotation drives the Coriolis effect, controlling global wind patterns and ocean currents. If the planet rotated backwards, these systems would reverse too, unleashing a completely different climate. The Sahara Desert, one of the driest regions on Earth today, might turn into a green, lush grassland, while the Amazon rainforest could dry out and shrink. Europe, warmed for thousands of years by the Gulf Stream, could suddenly freeze under Siberian-like winters as warm currents rerouted in the opposite direction. Entire ecosystems would collapse and adapt to their new conditions. Storms would also behave in unfamiliar and deadly ways. Hurricanes, which now spin counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, would spin clockwise instead, twisting along entirely new paths. Some regions that rarely experience cyclones could suddenly be at risk, while areas that usually brace for them might be spared. The world's storm maps, carefully crafted over centuries, would be wiped clean. Wildlife would face its own crisis. Many animals navigate using the sun and stars, so if the skies appeared flipped, migratory paths would break down. Birds might suddenly end up in the wrong hemisphere. Sea turtles that rely on ancient cues could lose entire nesting grounds. Even insects might begin swarming in unfamiliar directions. For humans, cities built around trade winds, harbors, and stable climates would find themselves dangerously misplaced. Our agriculture, dependent on predictable seasons and rainfall, might collapse before we caught up to the changes. On top of this, the psychological shift would be staggering. Every single day would begin with the sun rising against all of human history and instinct in the West. It would feel like living on an alien version of our planet. Humanity would eventually adapt, but not without centuries of struggle. Travel, science, weather prediction, all the systems we take for granted would have to be rebuilt from scratch. A backward spinning Earth wouldn't destroy us completely, but it would change everything we know about the world. From culture to climate, from daily life to global survival, our planet would become both familiar and completely alien. The question is, could humanity thrive in a world where East and West no longer mean what they always have?